Hello, everybody, and welcome to the losers bracket semifinals between CoolDown, excuse me, and Unstoppable. Today, beside me, I have GG Reg here to commentate with me. How are you
Hi
doing, man?
guys. I'm great, thank you very much, Andrew.
That's good. This should be a really exciting game considering CoolDown and Unstoppable are both in the losers bracket, so there's a lot of tension going on considering none of these teams can lose this match if they want to advance into the losers bracket finals and then later on the grand finals. Now, another thing to notice is this is the setups format, guys. So both teams have crossed out their hulls and turrets and chosen what exactly they want to use. And of course, this is another thing is that this is bridges matchmaking rather than actual bridges. So it's a little bit of a twist on both sides. Who do you
Uh,
think is gonna come out of this with the longer stick, Greg?
um, I'm honestly not sure. I mean, I think Unstoppable might just have the edge. But it all depends on the sides and how they've chosen their combos.
Yeah, I agree.
So it all depends, and also the modules they take, which is also very important because it's very important, definitely in setups, to make sure you spread your modules and not just have like too much of one gun because then you'll just be overpowered by another.
Yeah, I agree. And it looks like by looking at the protections, they've spread out quite a bit. So I don't think that should be that big of an issue for them. But I'm looking forward to see Devil of Paradise pushing quite often because last time I commentated Cooldown's game, he was always the main attacker for any of their matches.
Mhm.
But yeah, it should be quite an interesting game. It started. Both teams are just applying a little bit of pressure, trying to get just some damage in before they start their full push.
I mean, CoolDown went straight for that early attack. Like in the first 20 seconds, they had touched the flag,
Yeah, I agree.
um, which is always good because it just makes your opponent just like think twice about what they're doing, and just like the first few seconds of a match is very important. It's just like all about getting your bearings and uh, like getting your place in the map really, and
Hmm.
seeing where you need to be and everything.
Now you
I mean, right
see
now,
Toti is pulling the flag.
yeah.
He's gonna need to be supported by Mega for sure.
I mean, there's only a Flamey Guardian there left to stop him, and he's surrounded by four other of his teammates. It's just Azmat could maybe getting that return.
Oh, he tried jumping for a
He tried.
return.
He tried. It was a good effort.
Mega should be able to pull this flag, yeah, and capture this considering both no one's pushing on the right side and Sotnikov is there just to block the ramp.
So first flag goes on to Unstoppable.
Yeah, really well played by them. And I just noticed that Devil Paradise, he's rather than being the main attacker this time, he's decided to play more of a defensive role, which is quite
Mm,
different than what I remember.
definitely.
Yeah, so 1-0, there's still 8 minutes remaining, and there's still lots of chances to happen for more captures.
hmm And we've seen some like good attempts from Cooldown. I mean, they've tried going for flag, but they're not really pushing together at the moment. At the moment, they've just gone in one by one, and of course, each time they've been taken out, so they can't really pull the flag as a team. Whereas we saw with Unstoppable, like they managed to pull the flag back, and then the rest of his team was all there helping him, which is really what you need, especially in a big map like this. You need that support because you'll just get killed
Yeah, and you see it
because
again,
you're
they're
so
both
far away
pushing.
from the flags.
Now, you're going to see both these railguns either play the middle or just some type of long range. And I remember typically in bridges, you always want to have that railgun in the middle because he can control basically the entire map.
Yeah, I mean, Flamey Guardian's really where the Smoky would be in light format. So
Yeah,
he's
I
just
agree.
trying to control the map, take all those drops.
Now, 7 minutes remaining. Both teams are just trying to do some pushes. Not really ending up too well considering they're only attacking with like 2 or 3 people. But
Mhm.
yeah, Flaming Guardian, I feel like he needs to, with his railgun, he needs to focus more on the defense for Unstoppable because it's just a 2-man attack right now for them. A 4-man defense.
Yeah, I mean, I would be quite worried um, with that Vulcan in defense because yes, it's quite good when you push forward a bit, but just sat back, especially when you're on your own and then you have cooldowns, you can get like rush really quickly, and the
Yeah, I
flag can just
agree.
go in seconds. So
I don't know
it's
if
definitely something to watch out.
yeah, exactly. I don't know if that's the best thing to do because Vulcan's good, right? But there's just a tiny range right there of that house that's basically blocking his entire view, so you can't really do much about it.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't know, I would feel like I'd like to see a different position from him. If not
Mhm.
later on this round, then in the future rounds.
I mean, he could even just push up to the bottom of the bridge, and because he's got so many more angles there, rather than just sat back on the flag.
Yeah, of course, of course. And now you see Flex is trying to make another push, but 5 of the unstoppable players spawn in their base, so he's not gonna manage to go that far anymore. Oh, so he managed to do a backflip. Okay. Oh, flex on them one time. Yeah, kind of a slow-paced game. Both teams not really pushing together as much as I would hope to see. We see
Mhm.
Flex is trying to make another push. He
I mean,
might,
on
it might
cooldown
be.
at the moment.
Yeah, Sonica is on cooldown. Oh, well, mine just killed him.
I don't think he's got his health kit though. Yeah,
Yeah, he
he's taken
didn't.
out by Dalliance.
Yeah, 1-0, 5 minutes remaining. Quite a slow-paced game that we have here.
Definitely. I mean, I haven't seen, to be honest, I haven't seen many players actually self-destructing much. Actually, which
Yeah,
you sort of do need to self. Like, you need to be aware of your supplies, and like you need to be able to help your team when you need. So you need to have those supplies. So
yeah. Well,
you need to
not
make
only,
sure you self at the right
of
time.
course. Another thing to notice is not only does it help with supplies and stuff, but it also gets your team to push together at a certain time. So
Mm,
if one person dies early, you might as well, and you have no drugs, you might as well self-destruct. So you both spawn together, and then you can repush, maybe pull a flag.
exactly.
Yeah. So it's yeah, honestly, it's really a slow game that we have,
Hmm.
and I'm hoping it can pick up quite a bit because it's always fun to see teams just start racking up the flags because it's interesting to see what exactly how they respond, if they're more defensive or if they're more aggressive. And it's clear both teams are taking a more defensive approach considering it's later in the tournament and they don't want to lose.
Definitely. I mean, Spider-Man's putting the flag at the moment, but Make Me Just Love You just managed to take him out with a nice railgun shot there. Flex trying to pull back. Sopnikov's got no DP. Oh, that was really close. That lucky spawn from
Still
Polygon.
might be a return. Oh, that
Oh,
was
I actually thought he was going to return that.
yeah.
That's, I mean, also spawns in this map like are just key. I mean, you could just spawn right on the flag, and it's like the luckiest thing. Or you can spawn on the other side of the map.
Yeah, and good push by CoolDown. Gets support by his teammates,
Yeah.
survives the rail shots due to his rail protection, and then it's easy for a capture.
So it's 1-1, and there's only 3 minutes left. So going to see
Yeah.
some more pushing, hopefully.
Hopefully, or you might see the CoolDown decide to take a more defensive approach, but yeah.
Yeah.
And so guys, since considering this is a second league match, there will be only one match played,
Mm.
and I think there's 4 rounds if I'm correct. Yeah, there's 4 rounds. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. All right. Okay, you see that railgun playing the bridge side again. There's
Hmm.
always a rail in middle, whether it's Cooldown's team or Unstoppable. It's just that good of an advantage.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
like, Dalliance is pushed from all the way from his own flag all the way into the right side of the blue base, just to like try and control the spawns of the other team.
Yeah,
But right
Gallardo is
now,
pulling the flag.
yeah,
Oh,
it
can
looks
it be
like it
returned?
is a return. Oh, Totti just
Oh,
grabs it in time.
I think Devil of Paradise might have blocked him from that return, Flaming Guardian from that return, just
Yeah,
temporarily. Yeah,
and it's
and
just
this is gonna be the
Spider-Man.
capture for Unstoppable. Quite an easy one too, considering there's so many blue players around them.
That's true. I think maybe there's miscommunication could have just caused that flag to be capped.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I think
Yeah.
Devil of Paradise just wanted. He was really low HP. I think he just wanted to go straight for it, just in case.
Mhm.
But it worked out as a double-edged sword. 2-1, 1 minute 30 seconds remaining. Cooldown is trying to do I'm assuming, yeah, they're gonna probably be a little bit more
They're being
on the
slightly more
offensive
aggressive.
than, yeah, but they still have 2 on the defense, even though there's 1 minute 20 seconds and they're down 1 flag.
Yeah, if I was CoolDown, I would try to be pushing all the players forward, as many as possible, and just keep the pressure on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because then if they make one mistake when the pressure's on, then the flag's going to go.
Yeah, it's a free capture. And you see they are starting to be a little bit more offensive. Both the Unstoppable members' defense are really low. There's only 1 person left. Sotnikov, can your bodyguard is gonna try to pull this flag with the support of Flame Guardian.
Who's got?
Probably not gonna happen considering Dalliance is there to support them.
Yeah, he had too many unstoppable players around him.
Yeah. 36 seconds remaining. It looks like this round is gonna go to Unstoppable. I don't see a
I
mistake
agree.
like this happening this hard or this bad.
I don't think they genuinely have enough time to capture the flag anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So the first round for sure gonna go to Unstoppable 2-1. I'm trying to think what exactly CoolDown can do different. Maybe be a little bit more offensive.
I mean, they've got the red side next round, so
Yeah,
that
true.
might help them attack together a bit better.
And I don't know if I agree with Devil Paradise being on the defense. Honestly, their main the main center of attack was Devil Paradise. Every time I've watched them play, so it's kind of a huge difference to see them switch up something like this so late in the tournament. But if they practiced it then, and it worked, then it makes sense. But
yeah,
in situations like this, you gotta adapt to every situation. All right.
That's true. And also, like, Bridges is quite a hard map for setups, I think. I mean, I've seen a lot of clans struggle with it. Like, even Penguins, they haven't had, like, their best matches here. Like, they've lost to teams that they probably shouldn't have lost to.
Okay. So guys, the question 2, or we're gonna be doing the question number 1, and there's gonna be a document sent out. It'll be open for 2 minutes. Please make sure you put your answers in the documents and not within the live stream chat. And I think the question should be posted up soon, correct?
Yep. But please don't put the answers in the stream chat.
Yeah, your message will be deleted, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, and the question is, in what year did premium accounts first appear in the game? And this is the format of day, month, and year. So make sure you get all those in your answer. And just to repeat it, it's going to be in day, month, and year. Otherwise, your answer will be incorrect even if you get the correct year and month, because you will not have the day. All right, players should start to self-destruct at this point.
Yep, so at the start of the second round,
Mm-hmm.
it's currently 1-0 to Unstoppable.
Yep. Okay, now you see. So yeah, you see Devil Paradise decides to change the Vulcan because I think they figured it didn't work out, and I'm assuming he's gonna be more offensive now. Yeah, you can see instantly he goes straight to push for the base, and there's only 1 person defending. It's perfect setup. Just to freeze.
Look
That's
at that
all they
really
need.
fast push.
Yeah, this is gonna be a really good push from CoolDown, but he's gonna be countered by Toti from the underground.
I mean, I think probably the best route for him was probably the bridge, and he could have jumped down later. But now he's surrounded by Totti and Mega Crit.
I don't think they communicated on that though, sadly.
No. They even had the health kit on the bridge as well.
Yeah, exactly. Now Azamat is gonna need maybe a little bit of help, considering 2 people are attacking from bridge, but he's there. Flaming Guardian has that rail, so shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Yeah.
Let's see if Azamat decides to self-destruct or if he's just gonna stay. I'm
I
hoping
mean,
he decides to
he's still got
self.
his full supplies, but he should
Yeah, but
be thinking
he
about
has no
selfing.
health kit. Yeah, exactly, and
Yeah.
no double armor now. Yeah, there you go. You
Especially
see the
now.
self-destruct.
Yeah, especially like there's not really anyone pushing, so like now is a great time for him to sell, and he's just gonna make his way back to the base now.
Mhm.
First on that nitro.
Let's see.
No, Spider-Man
Spider-Man's
pulling the
pulling on
flag
the
very
bridge.
weak.
Yeah, he's super weak. Oh, he should. Mega. I think Mega's
Oh, I
flipped.
mean,
Yeah, Mega's flipped. Double Paradise going for another push with Flex on the bridge to help just provide some damage outtake.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like CoolDown is definitely being more aggressive this round for sure. And
Oh yeah,
Unstoppable is going to be need to be careful because one small mistake is just going to cost them a flag capture.
definitely. I mean, they've only got Azamat in defense at the moment.
I don't know what
A lot
route
of the
Devil
players
Paradise is
have
taking.
gone.
Yeah, but I like to see. I definitely like this more. The way they're playing this round way better than the first round. Because that Vulcan
Yeah.
wasn't really doing too much work.
No, that's true. I mean, the first one was really just testing the water, you know, just
Yeah, yeah.
seeing because Vulcan could be like really good, especially if the other team aren't anticipating it.
This should be a full maybe. Devil Paradise has his health kit. He also has the health on the bridge as well.
Yeah, he's got two
They just need to
outfits.
be hold the right side with the flag, or even the
And
left.
Totti's trying to
Push it.
pull, but he's taken
He needs
out
to
by
drop it to
Flex.
Spider-Man, so he just goes, yeah, perfect.
Devil should be blocking Sotnikov, but he manages to slip past. But I don't think he can do much.
This should be a capture.
It should
Yep.
be, yeah, it's a capture.
Well done by them. Everything went straight, and there was no
Mhm.
problems within
Yeah.
any of the attack that they had.
Mhm.
No, 1-0, 1-0 for cooldown. 6 minutes 40 seconds remaining. I'm hoping they still are gonna be aggressive because that's just gonna cause more mistakes for them. But at the same time, you're also gonna see Unstoppable decide to start pushing even more now.
Yeah. I think if
So
CoolDown went like full defense at the moment, I think it'd be a really bad idea for them because they would just get really hard pushed.
overwhelmed, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It should be a return. Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. Dalian's with the Thunder in the middle. He needs to be taken out by either the Railgun or Thunder. Excuse me if my voice sounds a little raspy, guys. I am a little sick, so.
I see CoolDown putting the flag again. Spider-Man is taken out.
Yeah, Devil Paradise pulling once again. This is exactly what I was
Mhm.
telling you about. So I hope that I saw from the very first round.
Oh. That was a very good play from CoolDown. Like that railgun shot from Flaming Garden was actually crucial. Because I'm not sure whether the hammer would have killed Gallardo without that
Yeah,
railgun
and
shot.
Flex is going to bring this in for another capture, which is perfect. Now they have 2-0 lead.
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes remaining. If you see,
Right?
it's possible to see a cap every or two, but it's gonna be really hard considering both these teams are really well. They made it really far, so they know how exactly to play the game.
Yeah.
Toti's gonna
I
try to
mean,
pull the flag, but he's gonna be killed by your bodyguard and Flaming Guardian, as well with Flex. Spider-Man's gonna try to attack just to do some damage before Double Paradise and other people attack. Works a little bit, does some damage to Mega, but Mega's just gonna jump down and just do some damage to Double Paradise. Toti's gonna try to pull the flag. Azamat's there to keep the defense solid.
mm-hmm. Devil of Paradise going for the flag on his own. Spider-Man's coming in to back up.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good that the shock freeze alteration is not allowed in setups because literally
Oh,
you put one of
yeah,
them in defense and then there's nothing you can do.
that'd be quite an annoying to watch. I'm not gonna lie. I think
Yeah, I
everyone
mean,
would ban freeze, to be honest.
yeah. Because even 35 against a shock freeze doesn't do much.
50. 50.
Micro
You see
kip,
Mega Kip, he's starting to pull the flag right now, being supported by Make Me Just Love You. Okay, well, quite the name. He's running a Nitro, so Spider-Man can catch up to him. He has no double armor as well. This should be a return, considering he has no support. Spider-Man was really close to dying, but he survives it and gets the return.
I mean, I don't think Spider-Man will be able to do much with his health and his supplies.
Yeah, if only he had some drugs in the health kit, he'd have pulled that flag for sure.
Only 3.5 minutes left. It's 2-0 to CoolDown. So CoolDown in a pretty good spot at the moment, considering they've got the good side. And this second round just goes to show that CoolDown, they know, like, with this result, that they can win. It's just that they need to try and get a draw or win on the blue side. Will put them in a great position.
I agree. Now you're gonna see Toti pull that flag. He's gonna be cut off by Azamat. He has that freeze protection, so the freeze isn't doing too much, but it can still result to a return, and that's exactly what's gonna happen, considering all these players came in.
Have another attack from CoolDown. Spider-Man putting the flag again. He's got the health kit on the bridge.
Yeah, it seems like they always have that health kit whenever they pull. I don't know if it's luck or if they've timed it, yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, Devil Palace did a great job blocking Gallardo, so he couldn't get to bodyguard.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with Toti. He's the only one, but he does have that hammer, so that's a lot of damage. Really well done by CoolDown for that capture, blocking off every angle and just providing the support they needed in order to capture the flag.
I think 3-0 with 2 minutes left. I think it's safe to say that CoolDown are probably going to take this round.
Yeah, and you think it's just a side advantage, or what exactly do you think? Do you think they changed up what they did?
I'm not sure. I think they definitely learned from the mistakes in the first round, but the side helps massively. But I think they definitely saw what they had to do from the first round and changed the game.
I totally agree with that. It looks like they've changed a lot, but at the same time, side can also affect how they've been playing.
I mean, they've just kept the pressure on. They haven't just thought, well,
yeah, they've never they've kept the same exact format throughout the entire game. Just that freeze on defense, the railgun to support them, and then 4 in attack, and the railgun can also support the attack, which is what results into the 4-0 that lead they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, really well done by them. 1 minute remaining. This is definitely secure. I doubt four flag captures is going to happen in 1 minute. Physically impossible.
Yeah.
We're gonna be moving on to the third round. We're also gonna be answering giving the results for the first question and choosing our winners. And I think we're gonna be giving out our second question as well, if I'm correct.
I think so.
Yeah. So we're doing both. Okay, yeah. So we'll be doing both. We've just been confirmed as well. I'm hoping to see Unstoppable make a little bit more of, maybe make some changes, because clearly what they have right now is not working, and they need to change something. Sure.
Yeah, I think they just really need to stick to their positions, attack together.
Yeah, it looks like this round they haven't been attacking like threes like they did the first round. It's just been singles and doubles. But yeah, just give us a moment, guys. We'll be announcing who got the correct answers and choosing our winners. And just a reminder, for those of you who win, your rewards will be sent through PM, and they will be sent within probably a 2-day notice, either today or tomorrow. And if you don't get the rewards, then feel free to PM one of us, and we'll notify the person just to make sure it's been sent. I'm hoping to see a little bit more of a maybe, how do I put it? A differential in their attack like phases, because they always just go up that ramp or the bridge. I'm hoping to see like a little bit more of diversity is the word. Maybe
Yeah.
go around the base. Yeah,
I mean,
attacking from their base towards their base. There's just so many routes you could take on this map.
I mean, I know it's setups, but you can still
Okay.
attack the base by being stealthy. You know.
Yeah, and the people who have gotten the correct answers are the Samuel, Supanique Boy underscore Reborn, Serial Killer X, Pellies, I am from Marco again, Twins XT underscore The Dark, Pegasus 3818, Buried, The Lonely Lion, Captain Killer. And our winners are Serial Killer X and Dragonkin and Thunder underscore RTL. Your prizes will be sent through PM as I stated before. And guys, if for the next upcoming questions, please do not answer as there's no such thing as two winners in one stream. So don't even bother trying. And for our second question that we have is, it's gonna be guess the paint. Our broadcaster will put up the paint, and you guys have to answer in the documents what exactly the paint will be.
All right, so we just kicked off the third round.
Mm-hmm.
We've got quite an early push happening in the blue base.
Yeah, you're gonna see Double Paradise push again, but by himself, so I don't expect too much. Yeah. Oh. Hmm. Mm-hmm. So just, do you wanna just do that one, Esmo? Okay, so guys, just answer the question that's on the screen, which was the alteration, and we'll change up the question a little bit. We had some technical difficulties, but it's all fun. It'll all result in the same thing. Couple winners. Now back into the game. There is some pushes that are happening, but not too much pressure is being put. Feels like both teams are finally understanding that there's a lot being ridden on this game, and they want to take it a little bit more easy.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna see Unstoppable make that 4-man push on CoolDown, but most of them are out of drugs, so it's not gonna result into anything. Now you're gonna see Devil Paradise trying to counter with Spider-Man on a flagpole, but I don't think it's gonna happen considering both or 3 members, excuse me, from Unstoppable have spawned in their base.
Yeah. I mean, it's just Spider-Man and Bodyguard going for push, but Spider-Man's already used his health kit, so there's not much he can do. I don't think the flag's going anywhere, really.
And
I'm
guys,
trying
if
to
you wanna
think.
make sure you put the question in the document is gonna ask what the pain is. Just make sure you put what the original question was on the screen, which was what was the alteration, and that will be what you guys will be decided on based on the correct answer.
This third round is surprisingly slow compared to the other two that we've had. I mean, we saw flags being capped in the first 1 or 2 minutes. I mean, now we're almost 4 minutes in and not one flag's been capped yet. I think maybe both teams are thinking that their opponents obviously like fairly evenly matched. So they're just thinking about not pushing too hard, not rushing, making sure they don't make any mistakes. They're probably being a bit more careful this time for sure.
Yeah, they're trying to make sure that no mistakes cost them the flag capture.
Hmm.
Because as I said, this is the losers bracket semifinal, so whoever team loses here will be kicked out of the tournament, and I'm pretty sure they would receive 4th place.
Yep.
Yeah, so Flex is being a little bit of an annoyance for Unstoppable. He's just camping on the right side, just dealing damage to opponents, but he's gonna be taken out by 2 of the Unstoppable members.
I mean, he's doing his job trying to make the attackers low before they even get to the base.
You're gonna see maybe a little bit more of an aggressive stand for both teams now, considering there's 5 minutes remaining. But I'm honestly what I'm hoping to see is CoolDown be a little bit more on the defensive side, because they are on that blue side, so they have a little bit less of an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So if
And they
they
might be
just
able to
tie
pull this
this
back.
round and win the next round, then they'll be perfectly fine with advancing.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely CoolDown's priority is either to at least tie this match, because they'll be in a great spot next round when they're on the red side.
Exactly. And that's exactly what they're doing. They'll be a little bit more on the defensive.
Mm-hmm.
But this is also going to result into Unstoppable having more and more chances to pull off of mistakes. So they can't afford to mess up anything.
Yeah, definitely.
4 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. The game is tied 0-0. Both teams trying to do some pushes. You're going to see Spider-Man. He's open on pulling the flag, but I don't think he has health kit, if I'm correct.
No.
He has the support.
Oh, he does.
He does have health kit and double armor. He does have
Oh,
the
he almost
support at Devil
flipped.
Paradise, but he flipped. I think that was a bridge glitch, sadly.
Yeah.
The bodyguard is going to try to pull on that bridge, but he has no drugs at all. He's going to be supported by Spider-Man. Spider-Man's going to come in with the nitro. He's going to activate his double armor, try to make it out of there alive. He should be able to make it out, but he's going to be supported. But he's just going to need some support by his team. Otherwise, it will result into another return.
I mean, he definitely went the right way. Going along the bridge was definitely the right choice. If he had gone down, he would have been absolutely destroyed. But Totti maybe had to get the return. No, he's blocked by bodyguard.
No, but they're definitely. It's going to
It's
be
very
close.
close.
Oh,
Talent's nice.
I don't
Sliding
think.
there with that
Yeah,
potato.
jumping down was not the correct decision there,
No.
because there's 3 of them on the bridge, and there's obviously going to be people coming in for the return or
Mm-hmm.
pull.
And obviously the spawns are mostly in the base as well, so the likelihood of the teammates spawning on the flag would be much higher if you just stayed up rather than jump down.
Yeah. And guys, I see in chat you guys are saying promo codes. The promo codes are being handed out with the question. So if you get the correct answer and you also you win by the randomizer choosing you, then you'll get sent a promo code via the form. So for the what do you want to see in this last 3 minutes, Greg? What do you think is gonna happen?
I'd like to see a good push from Unstoppable, because they've got the red side advantage. They really need at least one flag for sure.
Yeah.
There's
I
only 2
think
of them attacking
if
at
they
the
don't
moment.
win this round, it's gonna be really hard for them to honestly even win this match in general.
Yeah.
And guys, so for each question, there's gonna be handed out different prizes. For question number 1, there's 3 promo codes. Each promo code had 5 gold boxes. For question number 2, there's also another 3 winners, of course. Each winner gets 5 days of premium. And for the last question, probably the most exciting one that you guys will probably want to answer is for the first. So the first name that pops up is gonna win 3 containers. Second name is gonna get 1 container, and the third one is gonna get 1 container as well. So make sure you guys definitely participate in that one, as you can win many different rewards, and even if you're lucky, maybe even 1 million crystals.
I mean, I hate to interrupt, but both teams have pulled the flag, which is sort of what I wanted to see. I mean,
Yeah,
because
the
he's got
standoff.
really great players at the moment. This is like our first standoff, I think.
Oh,
It's
Spider-Man.
already on the counter.
Wow, yeah, he did a really well job at reading that.
I mean, he's a very experienced player, so he knows what he's doing. I mean, he knew that if his teammate told him that they were going to return, he went straight for the flag.
Now you're gonna be careful, and Softball is gonna definitely try to get this push happening so they can get this return and get the free capture. Because this is a really, really important capture flag for them. One remaining, both teams in the standoff. This is more of an intense situation for both.
Yeah, I mean, with 50 seconds left, like you'll be surprised like how quickly you can return the flag. Like one little mistake, you all of a sudden find yourself surrounded by 2 enemy players, and there's usually not much you can do.
Yeah.
Devil of Paradise coming across the bridge, running away from that freeze was a good play.
Honestly, I think this is gonna result in a tie. If not,
Yeah,
CoolDown returns on this push right now.
unless Mega Kit runs out of his DA.
He does have freeze protection, but he's gonna need some help. Oh, he is. Oh, can you get the return?
He did. But
Oh, well, either way, yeah,
yeah.
both teams will return, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So third round ends in results of 0-0. In my opinion, I think it's more of a win for CoolDown, considering they did have the worst
Definitely.
sides, and now they're gonna move on to a good side for possibly a win.
If they can have the same game that happened in the second round, they should be good to go, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Fourth round is gonna happen in within a minute and a half. We'll be answering or giving out the correct answers for the second question, as well as announcing the third question for you guys within a few moments. So just give us a few bits. So the third question, guys, is what was the name of the animated 2017 Halloween paint? The document will be sent in chat. Make sure you put your answers. And do not put them in the live chat on YouTube, because your answer will be deleted, and as I said before, you will not be set as a correct answer, and you will not be put into the giveaway. So guys, the winner to the second question is Aimbot, Aguicho37, and T_eSports. Congratulations, you will be sent your prizes via the form within the next 2 days, as I've stated many, many times. And we do have Esmio posting the document for the third question, so make sure you guys enter in that giveaway, as it is containers, and who doesn't love free containers? So both teams should be self-destructing now. We are getting on to what could possibly be the final round of this match.
So, Andra, what do you think? What do you think each team are thinking right now? What do you think their leaders have told them to?
I'm hoping that, yeah, you could see CoolDown's keeping the same exact playstyle as they had in their it was second round. They had red side, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and look, it's working out again for them. They are pulling that flag, but
Spider-Man
they are gonna be cut off by Mega and Toti. It's gonna result in the return, but if they continuously do pushes like that, it's gonna result in another capture for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the right side of being a red side is as soon as you die, typically you spawn in base. So you do have that flag secured most of the time.
Yeah, that's true. It's
Yeah.
interesting to see. Unstoppable have a Vulcan.
Oh, they do. Yeah, they do. You're right.
Mm.
He is staying in that middle area, but I don't know. It could be good,
I think it
but he
depends
doesn't
how he
have
plays it.
he doesn't have fire protection on. So if he holds on long enough, it's just gonna do damage to him.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, like he's thinking that he wants. I mean, he's got thunder and railgun protection, so he's thinking that he doesn't want to get taken out by the long range weapon, so he can do as much damage as possible in one spot.
Yeah, that is true.
It's probably what his game plan is.
Yeah, but I don't know how useful it's gonna be, because he's not gonna be. He's always not gonna be in defense. He's just gonna be in the middle, just shooting. And look,
Yeah,
now that
that's
he's
true.
died, he's kind of useless. They almost pulled that flag. If your bodyguard got that and jumped down, he might have been able to pull, but the railgun on the opposite
I,
side does take him out.
yeah, I mean, I think if he stopped and dropped the flag slightly earlier than he did, I don't think Megakut would have been able to push him as much and get the return. He may be have been able to pull that flag.
Yeah, this is a good push from Unstoppable. They all have a lot of support. One person counters
Yeah.
from cooldown. They might be able to pull it considering there's only that Vulcan there.
Mm-hmm. And Flaming Guardian and Devil Paradise are looking for that counter.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna get that counter, to be honest. The only thing, yeah, they might.
Yeah.
Cooldown might be able to return here. Really close push by them, but it's not gonna get a return. And
I mean, it
the
looks
only
like he's
chance
going
that,
to capture the
yeah,
Unstoppable, which is.
they both Toti and the Lions just left Spider-Man just to go because they wanted to get that flagpole, but it results them not getting neither, and now Spider-Man has pulled the flag for a counter capture. That was truly unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm. I think maybe with a bit better communication, they might be able to stop that.
Oh yeah,
Um,
for sure.
I don't know what they're talking about in the call, but it just seemed that they could have done something about it, but they just didn't.
Yeah, I think they should just kept. They were too greedy for the flag capture, and I feel like they just should have just kept their flag safe rather than just going straight for the
Mm-hmm.
capture.
Yeah, I think it's also down to like, especially when you're playing esports, especially on a stream. Like some players will feel like they have to not show off, but like there's more pressure on them. So like, especially in high pressure situations, they're more likely to panic. So when you're putting the flag and there's people coming after you, like you're gonna feel the pressure, and that can lead to mistakes. So I think maybe that's what we just saw happen.
Oh yeah, and it also puts into consideration that Unstoppable is a little bit more of a new team, even though they do have Mega, who's obviously he has that champion pain
Yeah.
from winning clan championships.
Hmm.
But yeah, one player cannot make up an entire team. It's clear that CoolDown has put into practice or put way more practice in
Definitely.
probably than Unstoppable. You see, Devil Paradise is pulling the flag once again with Flaming Guardian there for them. He should
He's
be
got
able to
his
get
health.
away as long as the Thunder and Rail don't kill him, but he does have Thunder
He's got
protection,
loads
so
of support. Yeah.
yeah. It's gonna be 2-0, 5 minutes remaining. It's looking really good for cooldown right now.
Hmm. I mean, it's not game over for Unstoppable, but like to come back from 2-0 down on the bad side, it's tough, but it's not impossible.
The bright side of going down to the losers bracket, I will say, is you do get more official matches like in terms of practice.
Hmm.
So when you do make it to the winners finals, I feel like you do have that bonus advantage, even though you do come from the losers bracket, because you played way more matches or a couple more matches, and you have that experience to like help support you through the grand finals.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so Todi flips off that hammer shot with the Rico, just knocking him back a little bit. There's still plenty of time for 2 captures at least, but 3 captures I'm not too sure about for a win.
No.
Medkit is trying to sneak up on them, but he does be spotted by Flex, and they obviously are communicating. So
And Spider-Man putting the flag again, but
yeah, he's really low
and
HP. Doesn't have that health kit. Not really
yeah,
anybody to support him. Totally gonna come cut him off. So I'm assuming. Oh well, that hammer just ruined his day. Hold on. Flex jumps down for the.
Flag. I think
Yeah,
it's
but
gonna be a
it's still
return.
gonna result into a return.
Yeah. Sonic Cavanna's pulling the flag though, but is being chased by bodyguard. Make me just love you,
Nice.
Zed.
They managed to
Come
pull
on.
the flag.
Yeah.
Rogan
If they
Rogan picks up the flag. They need to hold
Mhm.
base, but Spider-Man's gonna pull once again.
Spider-Man, the one-man counter.
Yeah. So I
Like,
definitely see Unstoppable putting more pressure, but that just means less defense.
yeah. I mean, when Spider-Man was pulling, they had that Vulcan dictator in defense. And against that Firebird, if you're doing burn damage to yourself and you're being shot by a Firebird, and you don't have fire protection, you're going to die pretty quickly.
Exactly, and that's why I disagreed with Vulcan pick for sure.
Hmm.
I do feel like they were trying to change something up, but I don't know. It's just not the smartest idea to pick up a Vulcan on a map that has, or on the side that has so many houses around. And yeah, there's those bridges and stuff, but there's only so much damage you can do.
Yeah. I think when you're winning and you try and mix up the combos, I think that's okay. But when you're losing and you start trying new things, it's risky, like very risky.
Yeah, it could be either hit or miss, definitely. Okay, perfect. All right, you're gonna see Toady go for the return on Flaming Guardian. He's by himself with 4 other people surrounding him, so that's definitely not gonna happen. He does manage to flip him, sadly. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. Mega Kip is also flipped on the ramp.
Mhm.
So 2 minutes remaining. It is 2-0.
Spider-Man gets oh, he was so close to getting that return.
Yeah, I
The
saw that. He was really close.
last few bullets from Gallardo just managed to take him out. That was unfortunate, but it looks like Flex is going to get the return either way.
Yeah, and I do like this positioning by your bodyguards and the cooldown team in general. Oh, they do manage to get,
Yeah.
as you said, they do manage to get the return. They're gonna go for
Hmm.
another capture. If this capture manages to happen, they win the game. Yeah, they win.
Yeah.
So
It's
3-0,
impossible.
cooldowns winning as to expected by red side.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, there's just no way that they're coming back.
Unless yeah.
So one thing to notice is keep Devil of Paradise on attack, please, for your future games. Do not make that mistake again, because this is gonna cost you a round, which is exactly what happened. Spider-Man's gonna pull another flag. Is he gonna jump down?
I don't think there's any need for him to jump down.
Yeah, he
He's
does.
fine going across the bridge.
See that Vulcan literally does like no damage. I'm sorry, but it's just a
Mm.
terrible idea. Also, guys, so tomorrow is the 25th of June, obviously, and tomorrow we'll be hosting 2 separate streams. We'll have the grand finals of the first league, which is between our English team Penguins vs whoever wins the game today between Spurs and Just Passing.
Just passing.
Yeah. So be sure to tune in for that, as there will be quite a bit of giveaways, and it will obviously be an interesting stream, considering it is the first league grand finals. But along with that, we do have a second league match that's being given, and I think it's the finals of the losers bracket for second league, if I'm correct. Yeah, I should be correct on that.
Yeah.
So no matter which stream you tune in, there will be giveaways. So make sure you guys stay. And the game and match is won by CoolDown. This is the team I was honestly in favor for, if I didn't mention at the beginning of the game, just because of the differentials and players that they have.
And they've been doing a lot of training as well, so they deserve it.
Yeah, so we'll be announcing the winners of the third question in a few seconds or minutes, depending. So just give us a moment, everyone. I gotta wait for it. Pop. Okay. So the winners of the third question, I couldn't think. Sorry. Are Ulsterbahn, Republic, and Hell Yeah Z. Congratulations, Ulsterbahn. You do get the 3 containers. Republic and Hell Yeahs, you do still win 1 container, so don't be disappointed. Everyone else, sorry, but it's all RNG based. It means your RNG is bad.
Bad luck next time.
Yeah. So everyone, thank you for tuning in to the stream. We will be back tomorrow again for 2 streams. Whichever one you tune in, I hope you guys have a good day, and thank you for joining us.